Soy de Guatemala. Good afternoon, good evening. My name is Carlo Jimenez, and I'm from Guatemala. The reason I'm here seeking asylum is because I cannot return to my country due to too much crime. They killed my husband because of an extortion we couldn't pay. I come with my two kids looking for protection for them. I moved from Guatemala to Mexico looking for a better place for my kids, protecting them from the danger we face in Guatemala. The life of my kids and mine is not secure, not in Guatemala, not in Mexico. In Mexico, they tried to kidnap one of my children. After some time, they tried with me, assaulting me in my home, robbing me of the appliance we have, of money that we had, and threatening my life. For that reason, I'm here fighting and looking for a better life for me and my children. But we're also not safe here at the border. Let me tell you a story. One day, one of my friends went out for a walk with one of his children in the vicinity of the border when a man suddenly appeared with a gun asking him, what was he doing in that area? He said to him, tell me, if you want to jump the border, let me know and I'll talk about how much it'll cost you and I'll get you across. My friend responded that it was not his intention because he was waiting for his asylum at Kino. This man, after hearing my friend's response, accompanied him to his home where various families lived. The man told my friend that if he saw him again in that area, he'd be a dead man, along with his family. And that is why I am asking the President of the United States to put his hand on his heart and help provide us with protection for us, for the immigrants, for the kids, for our kids. I went to the border in Tijuana looking for help and protection, asking the Border Patrol for asylum. They rejected me and humiliated me, denying me asylum. I wept with my children, pleading and asking for help, to ask for asylum. As they saw me cry, they told me not to cry because not even my tears were going to be enough to convince them. They then told me to move to the side because I was in their way. As I cried, pleading for them to help, they laughed at me and my children. I've now tried through 3 border cities and they have always rejected me, humiliated me, threatened to call Mexican authorities, which further humiliates us. I do not understand the reason why they deny us the right to asylum just for not having a paper to enter the U.S. Why is it that those of us who have American papers can come and go whenever they want without a COVID test, without even a mask? Ask the president to end Title 42.
Caminando, caminando, vamos caminando hacia el sol. Caminando, caminando, vamos caminando hacia la libertad.
Before I share my testimony of being on the border on September 25th as part of the Save Asylum, Restoring Protections for Holy Families campaign, I would like to draw your attention to some of the photos and artwork being held by some of our participants. The first 2 are official works of art that were part of the Save Asylum campaign. One features a Latino family and the other is a Haitian family. And the other posters are photographs that were taken during the day of action on September 25th. So as you hear these testimonies, as you pray and reflect, there are images here among us that those with whom we shared that day, those whom are waiting on our border, are here with us in some small way. I'd like to share with you all that in September, I received an invitation from the Kino Border Initiative asking faith leaders to travel to Nogales, Mexico, to participate in a migrant-led day of action to restore the right to asylum at our U.S.-Mexico border. KBI titled this movement, Restore protections for holy families. #Save Asylum. The Biden administration continues to deny asylum seekers the right to access protection. And this has left thousands of men, women, and children in desperate and dangerous situations. So when I received the invitation to join the Save Asylum campaign, I immediately felt compelled to respond. Discipleship calls me to love God and neighbor without distinction, and to always stand against forces that disrespect or destroy the dignity of human life. Understanding that we are all deeply interconnected inspired me to travel to Nogales to walk with our displaced brothers and sisters as they prayed and courageously presented themselves at the U.S. port of entry to ask for asylum. It was a very powerful and humbling experience to accompany these families, to stand with them for hours and hours, often without much food or water, in the blazing sun and in the cold rain. All of the families were rejected that day, with many of them being ignored or annoyingly disregarded by Border Patrol agents. But with great courage, they persevered in hope and faith. As I stood in the midst of disgruntled Border Patrol agents, hungry children, hope-filled parents, and attentive legal observers, I thought to myself, if Jesus walked among us today, he would be right here. He would be standing here in this tension point, comforting those who are suffering, feeding the hungry, crying out that these too are holy families. It was a very long and arduous day, which left me heavy-hearted, but also inspired to continue to walk with the excluded, with those whose dignity has been violated, in a mission of reconciliation and justice. Let us together work to restore protections for holy families everywhere.
Before we sing, let's take a few seconds. Just take this in. Take this information. Mr. Biden, we want you to end Title 42. Mr. Biden, we want you to end Title 42. Caminando.
Caminando, caminando.
Vamos caminando hacia el sol. Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia la libertad. Let's keep our ears open for this litany of names as we walk and follow the litany.
So we will now process around Lafayette Square. We ask folks to walk with reverence as we read the names of families seeking asylum. Those holding the large images of asylum-seeking families will yell out the names of our migrant brothers and sisters. After each name is shared, we will all say, Presente. Please remain on the sidewalk.
Maria, a mother who likes to help her community. Presente.
Presente.
Victor, leather worker and family man.
Presente.
Carmen, mom and grandmother who likes to help others.
Presente.
Jose, head of family, merchant.
Presente.
Esmeralda, a cook who likes to support her family.
Presente.
Victoria, a woman who shares what she has and supported her family.
Presente.
Alberta, single mother and hardworking woman, a fighter who never gives up and who has the right to asylum.
Presente.
Angel, young orphan fighting for his future.
Presente.
Rocio, a stylist who serves her community.
Presente.
Kevin, a young man who supported workers in any way he could.
Presente. Caminando, caminando, vamos caminando hacia el sol. Caminando, caminando, vamos caminando hacia la libertad.
Vamos caminando hacia el sol. Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia la libertad. President Biden, we want you to end Title 42. President Biden, we want you to end Title 42. Caminando, caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia el sol. Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia la libertad. Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia el sol. Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia la libertad. Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia el sol. Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia la libertad. President Biden, we want you to end Title 42. President Biden, we want you to end Title 42. Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia el sol. Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia la libertad. Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia el sol. Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia la libertad. Oh, hey, hey, ah, hey, hey, oh, hey, ah, oh, hey, hey, oh. Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia el sol. Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia la libertad. No hay camino ya hecho, pero hay brecha preparada. Nuestros mártires la abrieron, caminando la jornada. Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia el sol. Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia la verdad. A mí me gusta cantar, a mí me gusta caminar, que el camino lo vas haciendo al caminar. Ya no más desnutrición, queremos liberación. No al egoísmo, no a la guerra, para vivir la vida plena, plena. Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia el sol. Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando hacia la libertad. Mano a mano, caminando, hombro a hombro, organizando, y las tierras compartiendo, libertades cosechando.
Okay, I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna have the people line up right here. And people will pass by. They're gonna say the name. We'll tell them. Everyone will say presente, and then you will sing one verse, and then the other person will say the name. Okay?
Yeah, I got you. All right. So you want us to come this way? Jose, you want us this way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Powerful, right?
Keep going up. Stay on the street. Oh, you guys line up.
Signs line up right here. Okay. Signs line up on the curb. This will stay right there. Frankie.
All right. Name.
Maria, a mother who likes to help her community.
Presente. Caminando, caminando.
Victor, leather worker and family man.
Presente.
Carmen, mom and grandmother who likes to help others.
Presente. Go ahead.
Jose, head of family, merchant.
Presente.
Esmeralda, a cook who likes to support his family.
Presente.
Victoria, a woman who shares what she has and supports her family.
Presente.
Alberta, single mother and hardworking woman, a fighter who never gives up, and who has the right to asylum.
Presente.
Angel, young orphan fighting for his future.
Presente.
Rocio, a stylist who serves her community.
Presente.
Kevin, a young man who supported workers in any way he could.
Presente. Let's do it one more time. Let's go back to the beginning. When this group comes here, yeah? Let's go through the names one more time, okay? Okay, go ahead.
Maria, a mother who likes to help her community.
Presente.
Victor, leather worker and family man.
Presente.
Carmen, mom and grandmother who likes to help others.
Presente.
Jose, head of family, merchant.
Presente.
Esmeralda, a cook who likes to support her family.
Presente.
Victoria, a woman who shares what she has and supports her family.
Presente.
Alberta, single mother and hardworking woman, a fighter who never gives up and who has the right to asylum.
Presente.
Angel, young orphan fighting for his future.
Presente.
Rocio, a stylist who serves her community.
Presente.
Kevin, a young man who supported workers in any way he could.
Presente. Okay, good job. Come on this way. Good job. Good job. Excuse us. Excuse us, please. Excuse us. Excuse us, please. Excuse us. Excuse us. Excuse us. Excuse us. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let's sneak through here, okay? Let's sneak through, okay? Sorry. Thank you so much.
Caminando, caminando. Vamos caminando
Hacia el sol.
hacia Vamos. Oh. Pueblo, 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 tu pueblo, yo. Tu canción.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
keep
not a
praying.
prayer. No, instead of prayer. Okay, now.
Thank you all for joining us
Ready.
for our last prayer.
Pueblo, 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 tu pueblo, yo. Canta tu canción. Here we are in Lafayette Park, Lafayette that led the army during liberation 200 and some years ago. Oh, and we're asking that the doors be open for people that are looking for liberation today. Yes or no? Yes or no? Oh, oh. Pueblo, 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 yo en la hecha. Canta tu canción.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you all.
Thank you all. Make sure you take anything that you brought with you back with you. Okay. Please don't leave anything on the ground, any trash. Okay. Please be safe walking back or exploring the city. And we'll see many of you tomorrow morning at the Capitol. Okay.